Let's talk about a question for you to ponder this September. Before you open your mouth, are you improving upon the silence? This question came up in a few different situations over the summer, and it's an important one. For example, oftentimes people come to us for executive coaching, and we start by getting them through a 360 peer review, where their peers, their direct reports, their leaders, other colleagues give them feedback. And something that happens frequently is leaders get feedback that they talk too much. And there's something called the Babel effect, which states that those who spend more time speaking in groups tend to climb the ladder and get leader positions. And there's research published in the Leadership Quarterly that indicates that this effect happens frequently and it will occur regardless of the intelligence or personality traits of group members. So don't just think that this happens with certain groups, uneducated folks, whatever it is. It happens in even the smartest groups. Those that talk the most will climb the ladder and gain leadership positions. So the Babel effect might prove to accelerate your career. But here's the thing, over time, it will damage your reputation. So before you speak, consider whether or not you're improving upon the silence, or if you're simply filling the space because that's what you do to have impact. The last thing you want, and what's damaging for your reputation, if you become the noise that people tune out, rather than the message people lean in for. If brevity is an issue for you, then you can try exercising a constraint, a rule that you impose on yourself. And a frequent constraint that we apply with leaders, and it's been applied successfully, is consider before you share, how do you share your message in 2 sentences and let it sit? This is what we call a creative constraint. So if you're someone that may have benefited from the Babel effect, then consider how you might shift your communication. When you're in meetings, when you're in groups, how do you make your point in as few words possible? Rather than steal the spotlight, done well, when you're communicating well in these groups, perhaps your feedback mechanism is people seeking to ask you more. They want to know more. Think about that, because the other feedback mechanism is as you ramble on, then you're going to scan the glazed eyes of people tuning out because they're sick of hearing the sound of your voice. So before you open your mouth, are you improving upon the silence?